Hello and welcome to another edition of Kaleidoscope on Channels Television. Thank you so much for joining us on the program today. I'm Anne Nwawadu. Coming up today, we discuss the activities of Mouka Limited, first with the Managing Director, Femi Fakbonda, then with the Chief Commercial Officer, Dimeji Oshinwa. Once again, welcome to Kaleidoscope. Mouka Limited is one of the major market leaders in the sleep industry right here in Africa, but let's tell you more. The foundation of Mouka Limited was laid in 1959 when the Faiz Mukarin family started the Mukarin Metal and Wood Factory in Kano, Nigeria, to manufacture furniture and iron beds. In a bid to actualize the vision to integrate backward supply of raw materials to the furniture and bedding industry, Mouka Limited was established in Lagos in 1972 to produce flexible foam products. Mouka Limited manufactures household and industrial foam products like mattresses, pillows, beddings, industrial sheets and other related products. The Mouka name is synonymous with quality, and it was the first foam manufacturing company in Nigeria to offer quality warranty on mattresses and other related products. Mouka's physical market reaches through a network of distributors, sub-distributors, and sleep galleries. With production facilities in Lagos, Benin, and Kaduna, Mouka is Nigeria's foremost supplier of branded mattresses and foam-based products for sleep solutions. Let's now hear from the Managing Director of Mouka Limited, Femi Fakbonda. 64 years doing this business. I mean, anyone who wants to know, what has kept Mouka afloat since inception?
I would say that's our heritage actually is in the quality of everything we do. If I say the quality of everything we do, even though we have the heritage of keeping to standards, doing everything right, keeping to quality, but in everything we do, our people, we put value in them, our products, we put value in them, and our partners, we also put value in them. So we want to be the employer of choice. And if you have to be an employer of choice, you have to take care of your people. In terms of our processes are world class. We are an ISO certified company, one of the very few in Nigeria that have the 3 steps ISO certification. Yeah, just very few of them. And we renew this every year. And when it now comes to our products, which is where our consumers actually see the work quality being demonstrated in all our presentations. Our products are designed to take care of all aspects of quality that is required. And in terms of our customer satisfaction, our customers are our king. In fact, we don't refer to our customers as customers again. We actually call them partners, because without them, there's no business. And if business is all about sustainability and the future, then we take good care of our partners. I think we still have more years. 64 years is just the beginning.
There's no business, especially for a climate like Nigeria. Doing business in a country like Nigeria, some have said, is a bit difficult. So I'm sure there are challenges that you must have faced in the course of this journey so far. What are those challenges?
I will add a bit of humor to that. Nigeria in itself, running a business in Nigeria itself is a challenge, because you need to have resilience. And that's one of the things that I think Mouka has developed with years. And that's why we are still in this business. If you have to now go into the key challenges that we have, which will not be too different from what everyone running business in Nigeria will be having. Remember, we are competing in a global economy, where you need to produce your product at a very, very competitive price, where you are not just competing with the locals, which are the Nigerian businesses, you're also competing with possible importation, you are also competing with possible inflow of other products from other countries and other products that could replace your product in the future. So if we have the kind of infrastructure that we have in Nigeria, where there are challenges with good roads, we have challenges with security, but the key one now that is key with most manufacturing is actually FX sourcing. which is if some large part of our input material is still sourced outside the country because the key materials are not produced within the country. Another very good one is, I would say, in terms of government policy, inconsistent in government policy. So if you don't have, if you are in a business where you cannot certainly predict what is going to happen in the future, you definitely cannot plan very well. All said and done, I think that's what makes the difference. Nigeria is still one of the best places to do business, because it's the more you can overcome those challenges, the better you stand out, and that's what gives you the edge in any business.
How do you perceive the manufacturing sector in Nigeria, and what do you think can be done better?
I think we've made a lot of progress. The manufacturing sector in Nigeria made a lot of progress. They are still contributing a reasonable percentage of the GDP, and most companies are developing new products. The acceptance of Nigerian products is increasing more than ever before. But in terms of growth, I would say yes, could do much better. I think the aspects and focus should be on products that can be done in a more effective way. The capacity utilization in most of the industries are still not very good. And since the capacity utilization is still not very good in most of the industry, we're still not very competitive. And if we're not competitive, then you can't export your product. And if you cannot export your product, you can't grow as much. Even though the local consumption is high, we have good population in Nigeria. And most of the product that you produce, you can readily get it consumed. But the challenge will be at what cost are you producing them?
We've talked a lot about your business. I mean, in terms of whenever you're doing business, of course, you should also consider those around you, which comes to corporate social responsibility initiative, which every responsible organization has to be involved in. Tell us some of those things you have done over the years that have made a great impact on those in society.
Thank you for that good question. In terms of our CSR involvement, is one of the things that gets reported to our board. My board is so much concerned about what you're doing to give back to the society. We have 5 pillars of CSR that we'll do. We actually support the IDPs. Within security in Nigeria, we've created a lot of IDPs. I mean, in terms of one of the big needs of most IDPs is going to be a mattress. And if we are a manufacturer of mattress, we will definitely ensure that for IDPs, not only in terms of making it available, if there's need to make any purchase at all, we'll give it out at a considerable discounted price. We give foodstuffs, we give all necessities that are required to ensure that people, even at the IDPs for the period they are there, they could have a reasonable comfort, which is part of what Mouka does, adding comfort to life. What other things? Children in need. In terms of children in need, we have focus on the children. We have focus in terms of, we support the domestic violence victim. In terms of, we support most orphanages in Nigeria. We actually support the schools for the blind. In terms of what we give out, we support various schools and various universities in terms of scholarships, in terms of support in various forms. In terms of health program, which is the 3rd pillar that we have medical. We do support with medical equipment to some hospitals in Nigeria. We do support with medical checkups. We do road shows where we organize for people to have their VP check or basic things check. For our for our distributors, part of the medical support also includes giving the children an health insurance policy. That is not just because you buy Mouka product or you sell or trade in Mouka products. We ensure that we give back to your next generation. We have health programs We have different things that we'll do. I mean, different societies. I think Society of Physiotherapy, we do support them, and several other medical-related societies that they actually get support through Mouka CSR. One other thing that is the fourth one is disaster support. I mean, nobody prays for disaster. We've had issues where we had floods, gas line, pipeline issue, and the one that everybody knows about, COVID. We did a lot of support during the COVID. We supported a lot of government. We actually one of the very few companies that ensured that during that we actually converted part of our manufacturing lines to be making nose masks. Skills for life is the fifth one in terms of the pillar. I mean, the future is in the amount of knowledge you are able to acquire. So what we'll do is we do a lot of entrepreneurship growth. Entrepreneurs that comes to us present a good project, present something that we know add value into the world entirely. Then we'll do support. We also do a lot of support, especially for women. This is one company that actually have, I think, women in business. There was a time we actually did some support and gave them some support. And in terms of skills for life, one other key one is our relationship with the Nigerian Armed Forces Resettlement Center. That is where the military personnel actually go to before they go into their retirement. What do? We give them laptops, we give them projectors, we support them with our products. We do support their program, annual convention programs whenever they are having it. So in terms of giving out, Mouka is one company that actually, in our own way, supports not just the environment and which we are working, because if you want to look at the environment which we are working, where we are situated in Lagos, Benin, and Kaduna, for our Benin plants, for example, the community where Mouka is located, we actually take care of those community roads. We make available things like pipe-borne water in terms of, and this is done to all communities where Mouka is located as a factory. We actually also, in a way, give back to our partners, in which we actually train the next generation partners. We give out scholarship to the next generation partners, that is children of people that trade with us. For every board meeting, you have to report what you are doing, what you are giving back into the society. So it's something that is also a measurement of our success. And I think in the future we'll continue to do this, because that's the only way the business could be sustainable.
And talking about the future, let's end with that. What do you see? What do you hope to see going forward with Mouka as a business, and of course in terms of corporate social responsibility initiatives, how you continue to move forward, or plans that you have for the future?
Thank you. Like I started this interview section with the challenges. The first thing for the future is to overcome those challenges. We've started what I'll refer to as a backward integration process, in where we actually look backwards and ensure that the input into our products are things that are sourced locally. Going forward now, one of the things we're doing is that we'll be one of the first countries in Africa to be producing the input that goes into making mattress as a product. That will bring lots of employment into Nigeria. That will support growth of the business. That will mean that our dependence on most or not available FX is reduced, and that also means that we can earn FX of our own, because it is the future to actually produce it and sell part of it, consume locally, and also be able to trade. That. What does that also mean into our consumer? It means we are going to be bringing affordable, cheaper products to people at a profitable means, even for the business. But yet, this will be affordable for them. And it should get to a place where every home in Nigeria will have Mouka represented in their home. For this business to be sustainable, those pillars that I've started with, the IDP support, the children in need support, disaster support, and skills for life support are things that we need to be doing. We'll continue to improve the society. We'll continue to do everything that ensures that comfort comes to life, not just with our product that is giving comfort, but also with the support that we give to life.
We have more for you in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're still watching Kaleidoscope on Channels Television. Next, we have the Chief Commercial Officer, Dimeji Oshingwa, to discuss the operations of Mouka Limited. So for every organization, I'm sure competition is, I won't call it a challenge, but there will always be competition. What is Mouka's position in the industry vis-a-vis competition?
Vis-a-vis competition, I can tell you, without being arrogant about it, we are undisputable #1 in this category. And there are so many pointers to that, both based on our own internal figures and also external certification that we've got, and series of awards to confirm that, both within and outside the country. I can tell you that we are the trendsetters in terms of innovation and renovation in this category. In terms of activities, the way we manage our customers, the way we communicate to our consumers, and everything is totally unparalleled. And we equally substantiate this with the level of reach of our customers across the country. Mouka has more than 2,000 outlets through which customers and consumers can reach us across the country. And we do that with 3 plants spread across Nigeria strategically, and we also support that with 7 depots in strategic locations to complement our plants. This is all in a bid for customers and consumers to reach us and do business with us with ease. And this is one of the things that we have that no other person in this category, I must confess to you, has that. And it's something that we cherish a lot, and we will not even do anything to compromise that. Our customers are regarded as business partners. Business partners in the sense that we pride ourselves with running business with our distributors as a win-win situation. We want them to have that sense of belonging to our business so that they also feel part of the business and not just a customer-to-company relationship, but a business partnership system. And that is what we've done successfully over the years, which has actually worked for the business. We not only take interest in doing business with them, we also take interest in their welfare. And as a result, we've run a series of activities to demonstrate that. We take interest in their succession planning, and we have success stories with that. For distributors that have passed on, that their children take over the business and the business continue to work stronger. And that is a personal commitment on my own part. And we've nourished that, and we have a series of that across the country that we've done. And I can tell you that it's something that is motivating and endearing for the customers that are still living, that will take interest in that. To also buttress that, we equally put plans in place about 3-4 years ago, and we've run that successfully for 2 consecutive times now, in terms of providing scholarships for the children of our distributors. That is also a way that we are trying to build the next generation of leaders and next generation of distributors to ensure that there is continuity in the business in line with our sustainable growth.
All right, so talking about the competitive advantage, what is that advantage that Mouka has in the industry? What will make someone say, oh, the Mouka brand is what I want to choose?
#1 is quality. We've been very, very consistent with our quality, and we don't compromise irrespective of cost pressure. And that is one thing that Mouka is known for, and we will not compromise that. And that is being attested to by the medical certification we've gotten. This is the only brand in this country that has this medical certification by NOMT and Nigeria Society of Physiotherapists. So the signature is on our brand, and you can see it anywhere, which you will not see on any brand. We equally have warranties on our products, and we follow our warranty policy judiciously, because there are times when, everything cannot be 100%, but we make sure that we respond to it. If it means replacing, we do that prompt replacement at no cost, and even with compensation. But I can tell you that in terms of quality, Mouka is the best product when it comes to bedding and bedding business that you can rely on.
Now, anyone will want to ask, what is Mouka's production accessibility or capability?
Well, in terms of our product accessibility now, we have over 600 distributors with more than 2,500 outlets across the country, where customers and consumers can get access to our products. In terms of our production, we have 3 major plants in Nigeria, strategically located. One in Lagos, which is meant to service the Western markets. There is one in Benin that is meant to service the South-South and Southeastern markets. And we have one in Kaduna, which is meant to service the 19 states, including FCT in the north. So, and in addition to that, we also have 7 depots strategically located to complement the 3 plants that we have. Because in this category, the product we deal with is a bulky product, and there is a limitation to the level of travels. So that is why we had to create those hubs where customers can get access to the product. And if you look at the category, that is one major strength for us. In addition to the fact that we equally have sales team spread across the country to manage the interface between those locations and the customers that we have. So it's one of the things that we pride ourselves in, and we don't take it for granted, because we know that the more customers and consumers can have access to your product, the better for you. We equally have partnership with retail. Structured retail, I mean like ShopRite. When you get to ShopRite today, the only products or pillows that you see in ShopRite for this category is Mouka pillows in ShopRite across the country. We equally have partnership with Spa. We have with Mega Plaza. We have with Ebano and so many other retail outlets like that, even Sahad in Abuja and the north. So that's part of the way we just want to be present at every touch point of consumer. And that is what we've done to ensure that we're rich. In addition to that, Mouka takes time to ensure that we provide products that cut across different pockets, different body build. So that's why we say there's a Mouka for everyone.
Talking about quality, what is the role of technology or innovation when it comes to production of the Mouka products?
We do research. First, we listen to customers and consumers to understand their need and unique needs. And we also balance that with what is available internationally. And we'll look at the gap. And in doing this, technology plays a lot of role in that. Prior to now, about 5 years ago, our pillow production was almost somewhat manual. And recently we had an equipment to actually automate our pillow business, and that has tripled the volume that we are selling today, and also improved on the quality. The same thing with our spring mattresses. We had spring mattresses in the past, but I can tell you that we have almost about 2 types of spring mattresses in the past, but we have more than 5 today. We also have technology to test the lifespan of the mattress, and that technology is only available in Mouka. You even have people coming from outside to come and use that technology, like the Standard Organization of Nigeria. So we are reference points when they want to actually confirm some of the standards of some of the product in this category. You cannot provide modern things for consumer yearning today without supporting it with technology. So it's something we take interest in and will continue to build upon. And technology has also helped us even in the way we manage our network. of outlets, and also the way we manage the team in actually covering those locations. They are on technology, so we know the outlets where they are meant to go, and we can see when they are covering those outlets. And all the outlets are, for your information, mapped on our website. If you need any of Mouka's products, just go to our website, click your location, the system will direct you to the available outlet around you. It's one of the ways we've also used technology to drive the business.
What type of progress would you like to see in Mouka in the coming years? Taking a look at the journey so far, where would you hope to see Mouka in, say, maybe 10 years' time in your business?
In 10 years' time, where I see Mouka is that when you talk globally of bedding and bedding business, the first name that should come to your mind, irrespective of which part of the world you are, is Mouka.
Okay.
We want to become leaders not only in Africa, because we are leaders in Africa now. We are the leader in Africa. So we want to become leader globally. At least with our current acquisition by Dolidol, which has put us on that landscape. So we want to exploit that to provide unique solution that will meet consumer needs and give them the desired comfort that we've always provided, not only for consumers in Nigeria, but consumers globally. We want Mouka to get to a point where we start exporting the product from Nigeria to other parts of the world. That is what will be a major achievement that I will expect from Mouka. We should not only pride ourselves as #1 in Africa, but #1 globally, by providing the right support, the right comfort for every consumer that needs that comfort. And I can tell you that we are not far away from it.
And that's Kaleidoscope for today. Thank you so much for watching. Past editions can be seen on youtube.com/channelsweb. Click on playlist, then scroll to Kaleidoscope. I will be seeing you very soon again. I'm Anne Nwawadu. Thank you for watching.